Where's your devotion? Where's your devotion?
Hi Pisces, welcome to Maddie Tarot. I'm Maddie, and today we're going to be doing a general reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. This is a general reading, so keep in mind it may not resonate for everybody from front to back. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You may need to swap roles. I am just reading energy and doing my best to decipher a story from the messages. So you may need to swap roles as necessary throughout the reading. I could be talking about you, your person, another individual, or party at any time. Don't overextend yourself or stretch it to make it fit. If it's not your story, it's not your story. And be sure to check your other placements because your messages could be there, okay? I've already cleansed the space, cleansed the decks, pre-shuffled, and meditated on the collective conscious of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. All right, so let's get into this. What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? What does Pisces need to know? Let's see. Messages for Pisces. One card for you. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. All right. Let's see. What is that? La Homme Perdu. So, Perdu. I got a new deck. It's in French, and they have some additional cards in it. So let's see. La Homme Perdu is the drowning man. Alrighty. So Pisces, the drowning man is your card, and then person on Pisces' mind. The Seven of Pentacles. Past energy. The King of Cups. Present energy. The Nine of Wands. Intuition. Pisces intuition. The Hierophant. And challenge. Pisces challenge. The Knight of Pentacles. All right. And advice for Pisces. The Hermit. And person on Pisces' mind, their next move, what they're thinking and feeling in their next move. Got the Queen of Pentacles. And bias or caution for Pisces. Bias or caution. The Two of Swords. And then guidance. Pisces guidance. Guidance for Pisces. The Nine of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Hanged Man. Okay. Let's pull one energy crystal card for Pisces. One crystal card. Shadakite. 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 So Pisces, many of us have hidden psychic abilities hidden in the primal area of our brains that we can no longer access. This stone speaks to that area via vibrations. Shadakite protects your mind during channeling and meditation. Its high vibration creates a strong psychic shell around you. Okay. So based on this and the card for you, which was the Drowning Man, I feel like you are being overwhelmed with maybe intuitive feelings or thoughts, maybe in your head a lot, and really just kind of on this self-discovery journey. Maybe a lot of information is coming in at once, and you're really picking up on that underlying current, the underlying flow of, human consciousness, and kind of just connecting on a deeper level. And this kind of has you feeling a bit overwhelmed at times. So that may not have anything to do with your person, but you could potentially have the Drowning Man here as well, due to maybe there's just a lot of pressure on your shoulders. Maybe it's pressure from internal pressure you're causing yourself. Maybe you hold yourself really to a high standard, which is great, but make sure you're not using it to beat yourself up or keep yourself forever in a perpetual state of unsatisfied, of not being satisfied. On your person's end, they've got the Seven of Pentacles. So it looks like you might be a little overwhelmed by this connection due to there's just a lot going on. I feel it's an outside energy I'm getting that you are feeling in regard to just a little bit of uncertainty. You might have some sort of, this person, it looks like they're putting in a lot of effort to be here for you, work with you, understand you, and have this partnership. And maybe it's just something internal that's going on with you at this time that's keeping you a little feeling a little confused and lost. So clarify the drowning man, clarified by the Ten of Wands. Yeah, right there. You're overwhelmed. There's some sort of obligation, burden here, and you just feel really overwhelmed. The best advice is to speak about it. Don't try and hold everything in. Really communicate these things. Find a time when you're calm, where you're able to just freely speak. If it helps to just write a journal entry about it, but share with somebody. Don't keep that all in. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles for your person, the Ten of Pentacles. So, let's clarify the past energy of the King of Cups. Past energy, King of Cups, clarified by the Empress and the Four of Wands. And then we've got the current or present energy, Nine of Wands, clarified by the Magician. Yeah. So pretty much everything I'm saying. So you're drowning at this time. You feel like there's just a lot on your plate, and it's an obligation, a burden. It's stressful. You're fighting this battle largely internally, maybe due to some inner knowing that is coming to you at this time. Your person, they're willing. They've been putting the work in. They've been present for you. Been showing up. Seven of Pentacles, and then Ten of Pentacles here. This person's committed to you. Essentially, they've decided and they probably have voiced this, and they are in it to win it with you. So that's why I'm saying communicate with them. In the past energy, you've got the King of Cups with the Empress and the Four of Wands. It looks like there was some needing to regulate maybe some emotions here. This is a balance between head and heart, and it's like the heart is fully open here and open to receiving and loving and giving, but it's also got regulation in regard to that, because our heart can get us carried away sometimes. So bringing the head along with it. With the Empress, it's like this is something that was nurturing in your life, and the Four of Wands is some sort of gathering or reunion or coming together of a family. So it's like I feel like your family approves of this relationship. This is something that's been standing in your life. You guys have a solid foundation here. Maybe this talks about, you went through some troubles in the beginning, and then maybe there was a split and you came back together. But either way, you guys have found a nice balance. Currently, in the present energy, there's some sort of pain or some sort of overwhelming or some sort of battle that you're fighting. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. It's keeping hope, keeping going, and not you're hurt, but you're still in it. And the reason I think that this is not having to do with the person is because the Magician's here. It's like this is something within you, something you've created, in regard to like your thoughts, your internal world, the way you process things, maybe, or just some information, an influx of information that is just kind of overwhelming you at this time. Maybe you're learning about yourself. I mean, it could be a variety of those things. What you've got here is your intuition is the Pope, or I'm sorry, the Hierophant. So that's about knowledge. That's about real world practical knowledge. It's also about deeper commitment. Like I said, I believe you could be having second thoughts about this person. I don't think that's it, though. That might be true for some of you. What I think more of what this is talking about, the Hierophant, is about knowledge, and it's about real world knowledge. So it's if you're receiving these messages about from your higher self, or about intuition, or about your abilities and just who you are as a person and how interconnected you are, You could be having trouble grounding yourself in that, and that's why it's overwhelming, connecting to the real world. And you're trying to find some conventional way to explain this, practical knowledge. There is no explanation on that level. You have to just trust your intuition. You feel what you feel, and just let that guide you, okay? Clarify the Hierophant here. Clarified by the Ace of Swords. Truth, clarity, breakthrough, revelation, finding out something. So it's like you're finding out this knowledge about yourself and you're having trouble grounding it into the real world. Your advice is the Knight of Pentacles. Commitment, hard work, dedication, slow and steady wins the race. Moving toward actionable goals. Don't let this throw you off, and don't let it cause some sort of existential crisis or anything like that. Clarified by the Page of Coins. Opportunities. Going out and kind of it's like manifesting something, and being that goal getter. You got to move one foot in front of the other. Clarify the Hermit. Your advice here is to just follow your inner knowing, follow your light. The Hermit is in the dark cave, has the light around them, not shining on anything else. It's okay to be moving through a time of mystery and darkness as long as you are staying true to yourself. And the best person you can ask about anything is yourself. Make sure you're focusing on you. Have compassion for others, have empathy for others, stay open to hearing and learning and receiving, but also take care of yourself. When you take care of yourself, you take care of the world. Don't let that become self-sufficiency and self-reliance and egocentrism, though. That's where people go wrong. They take it way to the extreme. They're like, I'm only about me, I'm caring about me, but then they disregard others. And they lose compassion, and they lose empathy, and they lose, so much. And don't let it get taken to there. Clarified by the Emperor here. And then the Queen of Pentacles is your person's next move, what they're thinking and feeling, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So there's knowledge here, some sort of truth coming in. You're having trouble grounding it in reality. But your intuition's trying to tell you something. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race, one foot in front of the other. Dedication, hard work. You got to put the work in if you want to manifest your dreams, if you want these to go after these goals. And really, the page is young, and so it's like, don't take everything so like heavy and seriously. It's like, if you've ever heard the path of least resistance, going with the flow is taking the path of least resistance. If you're trying to push for something, and sometimes we think that holding on or fighting for something or trying to make someone understand us, like we think that's not forcing, that is forcing, that's resistance. If you're not speaking your truth and accepting, you are resisting. Okay, so keep that in mind. Your advice here is the Hermit. So staying, introspecting, looking inward, following your light, your knowing, and really focusing on structured stability and grounding yourself in. And the Emperor rules his kingdom logically, but what I'm getting here is that this is about action, taking action with the self, with this light, inner light that's coming to you, this knowing, this taking action to ground yourself and be, provide stability within the walls of you. Okay. Your person's next move and what they're thinking and feeling. You need to communicate with this person because they want to support you in your dreams. The Queen of Pentacles. They want to be very supportive of your financial goals, of your life goals, whatever it may be. They want to show their action that they are supportive of you, and they feel kind of left out in the cold at this time. They feel a little bit like they don't know what's going on with you. Maybe they tried to address it and it just hasn't been really talked about, or it's kind of been shrugged off because you're also overwhelmed. You also don't know really what's going on, and you kind of don't know how to talk about it. But talk to this person, find a way to explain something to them because they're feeling a bit left out here and they're confused. Your bias is the Two of Swords, inability to take action, indecisiveness, stalemate, gridlock. Oh, clarified by Temperance. Yeah. So I said this earlier. Hold on, let me just get the last card. The Nine of Swords is your guidance, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Okay. So the Two of Swords, stalemate, inability to take action. There's some sort of blockage here, and the Temperance is serenity. I'm sorry, it's peace, harmony, inner balance. Like just finding that harmonious flow of the path of least resistance, essentially. Temperance is, is patience as well. And so what I'm getting here is that maybe your this stuck feeling you feel of maybe being confused and not really knowing what to do, where to go. It's like that happens in life. Life has ups, life has downs, life has moments that are null and void, and it's about learning how to navigate those things and self-soothe and understand that they're necessary. We can't always have the high highs and the we don't want to feel the low lows, but we must do both in order to experience any of it. So Temperance here is saying that you're lacking some sort of balance, and that is what's your bias here is like you're not realizing that you're stuck because you're not grounding yourself and finding that harmony within self. Maybe you're looking for external things to do this. Maybe you are too busy running through your mind about what it could be, and when really you just need to stop thinking and feel. And it's that simple. It's that simple. Feel and release. Sometimes we fill our mind with words and we're just like, turn the brain off and just see how you feel and release and focus on feeling, okay? And you are not your feelings. You don't identify with your feelings. Just witness them and release them. Allow them to pass through. Stop identifying with them. And this will largely help you be able to find that balance and be able to move forward and stop sitting in stagnation or in some sort of, oh, we don't need this deck anymore, sorry. Stop sitting in stagnation and stop sitting there indecisive, and you'll be able to take action on something. Your guidance is the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to some sort of pain and trauma, or some sort of limitation, some sort of depressing, maybe you have a dark type of energy that you just kind of is brooding in your mind at times, and you just kind of feel like, wow, why does this keep coming up? And it's like, it could even be depression. I mean, if you feel like you need a professional to talk to, I mean, I advise you go find somebody. If you're not able to afford that, then make sure you're talking to your friends. Make sure you find somebody to talk to who you can trust in. And if there's not anyone like that available, they have helplines, they have chat rooms. You need to find somebody to talk to, because you're holding on to something here and it is keeping you stuck. It is disrupting. And your abilities to transcend these things are coming through. Your intuition's trying to give you a truth and clarity about something. But, the ego is holding on. Four of Pentacles. Okay, what you don't see coming is some sort of enlightenment, some change in perspective. This is releasing something, letting go of the stagnation. This is taking on a new perspective and a new outlook and embracing it. So that is at the bottom of the deck here. And let's get some inner guidance messages for Pisces. So what is your higher self trying to tell you? Let's see. Inner guidance for Pisces. Respect. Rest, relax, relief, like I was just saying. I am that. Be firmer. Okay. Pisces. Respect yourself. And what I mean by this is sometimes we expect ourselves to do so much. And we have to remember we are human. And we have to remember we are We are unlimited in the sense of what we can do. However, we are limited in the capacity at which we can do it. So it's like you can do everything. I'm sorry. The saying is you can do anything, just not everything. So have respect for yourself. Take your time. Slow down. Rest, relax, relief. Touch base with yourself. Ground yourself. I'm getting here. Be firmer is ground yourself, because like firmly to the ground. It's like the ego is rooted in the earth, and like don't get into your ego, but be firmer in grounding yourself. That, and especially with the red for like the root chakra grounding. That's what I'm getting out of this. But I also think that maybe is be firmer on yourself, because when our mind is running on these programs, it's like we become a victim, and we sit there and we like let it go, and we feel so helpless sometimes in regard to this, and it's running around, and it's like your higher self, that conscious voice inside of you can go, stop it, nonsense, stop, shut the mind off. That's nonsense. That's the ego. It's running on its programming, and it's largely on autopilot all day long, and it's like you need to be firmer with yourself and shut that down. Respect yourself, rest, relax, relief, and understand that in the moment you do that, and you're feeling your feelings and you're not identifying with your feelings, you'll see that all that is left is you. Mindfulness is really what I'm getting here. Practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to let go all of your thoughts. Bring yourself to a grounded state where you're just present in the now, and it's just you. And that is who you are. Finding peace in that. There's a at one time in a mindfulness meditation, I was laying there, and it was about 20 minutes, and I got so encompassed by it all that I was floating in nothingness, essentially, in just like vast openness. And then my alarm went off on my phone, and like I opened my eyes, and I was like, I had forgotten I was in my room. I had forgotten I was doing a meditation. I didn't even, like, it took me a moment to be like, I was like, oh yeah, like I forgot I was here and doing this. Like I was that weightless and floating. So it's like really, really practicing your breathing, shutting down the thoughts of the mind. Do a body scan mentally. Go down through your body mentally. Imagine a light going down, like you're on a scanning machine or whatever, and just take survey of each part of your body as that light passes mentally, and think, what's going here? Do I need to relax my eyes, relax my shoulders, relax, and breathing technique, and just become present in your body, and release all the thoughts and release all the feelings that you're there, because they're temporary, and just understand that you just are, you just exist. And that is beautiful, and that is peaceful, and that is freedom. And so many answers come from that type of peace. All right, Pisces, this is all I have for you today. I hope it helps. Thank you.
Feel like we've reached a crossroads. Ooh, don't you hate them ultimatums? But we need a revelation to save us. Stuck in the moment, it seems the more